What's up, guys? Welcome to today's video. It's not an unboxing, it is a review, but it's more a review of a service than a product. I think I told you guys in my last video that I was going to be having my knives sharpened, and I did, and I picked them up today. And I want to go knife by knife and show you the difference in the quality or the sharpness of the blades. I have a stack of computer paper here, which is the sort of industry standard for demonstrations of sharpness. This is the second recording of this video. I kind of rambled through the last one, so we're going to try and make this one just a little bit shorter for you guys. So we're going to go knife by knife, and I'm going to kind of also explain what I would be using it for. First up is going to be the Boker Plus Sub-Kalashnikov Cleaver Fully Auto. This is my everyday carry. This is for immediate self-defense. For example, you know, in one-on-one situations, or when it's not like a serious life or death situation, like if someone was going to try and jump me, you know, beat me up, maybe this would be sort of like an equalizer, just because to punch me, you got to get close, and I'm going to get close with this, and it's going to be a bad day for you. So it was pretty sharp before, though I had to get the point in to get that slice. It was sharp, but the point was sharper than the blade, and that's not really the way I want a knife to be sharp. So I'm going to try and show you guys the same way he showed me. You got to kind of hold the paper tight. I'm not really good at this part, but Ken, the man at the CUTCO store in Novi, Michigan, who did the sharpening for me, will most likely see this video. So when he does, if you'd like to comment, you know, the tips and whatnot for the sort of demonstration I'm doing, I would appreciate it, and you guys probably would too. But yeah, so even though it's kind of mangling the paper, you guys can still probably tell that it's sharper than it was before, because like I said before, I had to get the point in, and even though this paper is not cooperating, I'm able to slice through it like butter. And thankfully I have enough paper to show you guys this stuff. Did a little cleaning upstairs and found some unnecessary stuff I can cut to ribbons and get rid of. So that's the Boker Plus. Definitely happy with how that turned out. There's no grind marks on the blade that I can see. My next everyday carry, like carry everywhere with me, is the very old, I don't know if antique is a stretch, but this is the knife that has been in my family for a very long time. I think it's called a Skinner. I cannot remember that. There's a very specific name for this style of old pocket knife. But again, this one, you can see the grind marks, but it wasn't polished to start with. And frankly, as old as it is, I really just care about it being sharp. So we're going to try this whole demonstration again. Maybe it'll work better for this one. Yeah. And again, the point was already sharper on this one. So like, you know, if I gotta stick something, and see, to me that's perfect. I don't know by industry standards, but I'm a big fan of that. And I'm gonna be putting it in the other pocket, not just for balance, but because I will be replacing this wallet in my next video with a phone case that has a wallet on the back, so I won't need this, and it will eliminate one of the necessary open pockets, so I will be able to carry more things at one time. But that's going to be the next video. I'm just waiting for it to show up, so you guys can look for that video later. By the time you see this one, that one will probably already be up. Next up is my beater knife. This is my work knife, around the house knife, opening boxes, you know, cutting tape, cutting rope. Not that I ever cut rope, but if I had to, things like that. This will go upstairs in my tool bag. I have a Walmart Hyper Tough brand tool set. This is a Tack Force blade. The Hyper Tough blades are great, but they're utility knives, and sometimes you need something a little bigger. And as you guys can see, the coating was ground off, but I told him to, just for the sake of getting it as sharp as possible. So I'm going to try the slicing thing one more time, and then I'm just going to go to the stick and slice, because the stick and slice will still demonstrate how much cleaner the slice is than it was before. Okay, so that's not that bad. It wasn't exactly a clean cut, but you guys can get the point on that one. So we're going to do the stick and slice. See, that's a much cleaner cut. So I'm really, really, really happy with the sharpening. I don't even care that on the next two blades that there's a few marks in the black, because I told him at the beginning I really care about sharpness more than anything else. So I'm not going to put this in my pocket other than to take it upstairs and put it in my toolbox. It's not going to stay in my pocket. And then the M-Tech fixed blade with the belt clip sheath, I bought at the same time as the Tack Force blade I just put in my pocket. I bought them at a store at the mall. If anybody's interested, I can give you the name of the store. It's still there. M-Tech and Tack Force knives are the two main brands you're going to see in those like 5 a.m., 4-hour long knife infomercials with the guys that, you know, do the huge samurai sword demonstrations and, you know, all that crap on the spinning racks and whatnot. But I like this knife. It's a paracord wrapped skeleton knife. It's a double-edged spear. I like it because it's light, and the paracord, I could take it off if I needed it for anything. And even with the paracord on it, if I did it right, this could be a throwing knife. But this is more of an emergency knife. This stays clipped to the side strap of my go bag. An example of what I would use it for would be if I was taking a very long drive and I got stuck on the side of the road somewhere in a wooded area. This would not only be a self-defense tool against humans and animals, but it would also be used for cutting small branches, leaves, the paracord if I needed to bandage myself for any reason. For example, if I cut myself with the knife. But I like that it has a double edge, because it means even if one gets dull, there is the other, and the tip allows for, again, the stick and slice. But we're going to do the regular demonstration first. And I'm looking at the timer here on the video, and I am already like 4 minutes ahead of where I was on the last one. So go me. So here we go. That's definitely better than before. Before, it would have bent the paper before it even started cutting. Okay. There we go. Now, stick and slice. Stick and slice. Yeah. Now, I'm not good at these demonstrations. I'm doing my best here, but I just wanted you guys to see, and I think you can tell the difference. I don't know if I did any demonstrations of sharpness before, but I think you could just tell by looking at it and that they are sharper. Again, really happy with Ken at the CUTCO store in Novi, Michigan. Definitely good at his job. Last carry knife, so to speak, is the Smith & Wesson M&P 40. This is the magic assisted opening. It's no different than any other assisted opening knife with a lock, but it's black. It looks cool. It's heavy. It's got the glass breaker, which is cool. That's why this one stays in the car. This is also more of an emergency self-defense or utility tool because it does have the black blade, and I would not want to scratch off the black just for daily use. This one I think I'm going to be able to get a better demonstration on, only because this one was sharp to start with. But we're going to give it a go here. I don't know if you guys are able to see that well enough, but I have to flip this over. There we go. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to need to do the stick and slice, but just for fun. Yeah, this one probably is the best sharpened so far besides the Boker. And there's a couple marks on the black, but like I said, at the end of the day, what matters most is the sharpness. I like the fact that this one has the serrated blade, which means I can use it as a small, really small saw. And I actually have used the serrated part of knives like this before. They do come in handy. I'm not big. I wouldn't want to carry a full serrated because sometimes the serrated will just tear apart whatever you're trying to cut. I also really like that this knife has the lock. I'm not going to put the links to any of these in the description because you guys have seen all of these already. And I believe I put the descriptions in the last video that I did with the knives. So the last knife is this Euro Edge. I don't even know how long this knife has been in my family. It's not like old or anything like that, but I had it at one point and then somehow it ended up back at my mom's house, but I picked this up the other day. It is a cheese knife, but I really like it. I like the handle. I like the shape of the blade, and I like the holes for aerodynamic use. It's also what helps it cut through cheese. I'm probably going to paracord wrap the handle or some sort of wrap of some kind to make it more of a everyday carry fixed blade. And I don't mean everyday carry like I'm going to carry it everywhere every day, but I mean everyday carry in terms of if I'm going somewhere, I would carry this strapped rather than an expensive fixed blade. So let's do the paper demonstration on this one. See, now that's impressive, to me at least. And just because it does have the point, let's do the stick and slice. This paper's not cooperating today. It's gonna, me and the paper are gonna have a long talk. But yeah, so all in all, let me say one more time that I'm super happy with the sharpening job done by Ken at the CUTCO store in Novi, Michigan. Other than that, thanks for watching. Look for the next video. If you haven't seen it already, it will be a unboxing and review of a iPhone 7 wallet case. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, tap that little bell, like the video, share the video, and come back next time.